What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to a Kit Bash Customs video. In this one, I have a special treat for you guys. Thank you for 200 subscribers. We did it. We made it. I'm already halfway to 300, so thank you for the rest of you guys who've joined us. Thank you for liking the content. I really appreciate it. So, in this one, I'm going to show you guys a bunch of my quote-unquote failed customs. A couple of them are failed. One of them I haven't finished. I don't know if I am going to finish it because I feel like once I finish it, it's going to, they're going to announce it, I'm sure. So it makes me put it on the back burner. But special treat for this one. My quote, like I said, quote-unquote failed customs. That's a Scorpion Classics mixed with Century Torso, just to do something a little different there. Here's a Phantom X I did as well. I'm not good at painting straight lines, just throw it out there. That one was it was a good concept. I just didn't finish it. Now I know I haven't seen anyone use the Shatterstar body for it, so I'm pretty sure after this video goes up, I'll see a couple out there. And then my Punk Storm as well. This one's pretty funny because I made this one just shy of them announcing it. Like, I literally finished this custom. I took the legs because I put them on my Punk Storm. But I took, like I said, just short of them announcing one, I had just finished this one. And I love the way it came out. I just had to do some more tweaks. I painted the face myself and everything. I had a few more tweaks to do and it would have been all good to go. Why is it not focusing? Let's see. There we go. I had a few more tweaks to do, and it would have been an awesome custom. This is the one I used the Nico boots on, so it was something to behold. And, of course, they announced theirs. So this one was on my shelf until Hasbro announced theirs. But there's her, and like I said, she doesn't have legs because I jacked them. I jacked them for the new Punk Storm. And then we have this one here. This was a Gambit I was doing. It was complete. It was done. I painted it and everything. And then Hasbro announced theirs. And not only did they announce theirs, but I have one. Where is it? Excuse me for all the noise. But I had this one too. Not only did they announce theirs, this one was done with the Toy Biz parts and the Toy Biz head and everything. But then I had started this one too. Let me take it out the bag actually. I had started this one too. Because I had liked the way it looked. Now I still might use these legs when the new one comes out. I still might use these legs on it. But these are the Angela legs with the Toy Biz Gambit knee pads. Sunfire upper body I was going to use because I like the thickness and the body shape of this one more. I like the body shape of this one more than this was a black suit Spidey, I believe. I believe this was no, this was actually a Speed Demon. This was a Speed Demon I foddered for the body because I thought I liked the size of it. But then as I looked more and more, I liked this Sunfire body way more. So I just used that one instead. I used this one instead. And I didn't get around to finish it because, again, Hasbro announced theirs. Hasbro announced they were putting one out, so I didn't even get around to it. It's like Phantom X. I'm pretty sure they're going to announce a Phantom X pretty soon. Especially with this X-Force hype coming this year. They're going to announce one. But that Toy Biz head looks pretty good on this body. I like it a lot. It looks good on this one too. And I just drilled it out. Simple drill out. It looks good on this body too. With the coat on and everything. But yeah, I had this Gambit all queued up and ready to go. I was sanding the joints. I sanded the body. And they just... Hasbro totally ruined my custom. No, I'm just kidding. They didn't ruin it, but... they announced something, which is what Hasbro tends to do. That's why a lot of my customs don't get finished, because Hasbro will announce it. And it just sucks for me because I'm in the middle of something and I'm like, okay. And then once they announce it, I don't even finish. I see no reason to compete. Let's see if it stands up. I just had to loosely put that torso. Yeah, it will stand up. But that's the look I was going for. He's kind of tall. Is he? No, not really. He's a little bit taller than Phantom X. He's almost as tall as Scorpion over there, but this was my Gambit custom I was going to. I still might finish it, only because I don't know. I think the new one comes on this body anyway. If the new one comes on this body anyway, I'm just not going to finish this one. There's no point for me to waste the paint and the time. And I actually did the hands too. The hands came out pretty dope. I just didn't get around to finishing it. Like I said, I had everything on this body with the coat. And I was just, it looked good to me until I saw this body. I had found another Sunfire. And I sanded it down, and I saw somebody use these Angela legs. On one. And I had wanted to try it, so... excuse me. I wanted to try it, so I went that route too. And it looks pretty good once you put the knee pads on there. It just saves me... The reason I did the knee pads because it saves you from sculpting. It saved me a lot of time and everything using the legs and the knee pads. Because Gambit's legs look like this anyway. So it just saved me ounces and ounces of sculpt and minutes of time to even attempt this. But yeah, that's the whip Gambit I have. He most likely won't get finished. All the Toy Biz pieces. Here's the fisted hand. I actually drilled a hole in his hand to hold the staff and everything. It looked pretty sick. I don't think I have any pictures of it, but it looked pretty sick. There's that one. Like I said, here's Punk Storm with no legs because I foddered her for my Hasbro Punk Storm. Not that I don't like my customs, but once Hasbro announces something, and once they put it out, it looks more in line with the stuff that's already out. So unless it's like my Overdrive or my Spider Carnage, stuff like that, I'll keep it around even if they make one because I know they won't sculpt it. But something like this was all kit bash from other figures, so it just doesn't, to me, it doesn't fit in with my Hasbro like stock collection, I guess you could say. Now, let me stand this Gambit up. I have one more too. This one, my last one I'm gonna show you is pretty silly, and I thought I was going places with it. This Phantom X though, this is the original Phantom X head. I don't think I drilled this one out. I don't think I had to. No, I didn't. This head's not drilled out. It just pops on, and it sits pretty. It sits pretty good on the peg. I probably shook the camera right there. Let me do this off camera. It sits pretty good on the peg, and it swivels and it turns. The only thing I don't like is that some heads when you swap them, they tend to swivel, but then the swivel will be at an angle. So instead of his head being straight when he looks that way, it's slightly tilted, which is terrible. And that's easily fixed by getting a tutorial in this video. All you have to do to fix that is Dremel this out right here. This little area right here. If you Dremel that out, like where that chin area is right here, just Dremel that area down on the inside, and it'll make that swivel straight. But yeah, on this one, you could kind of see that I painted the stripes in there. I tried anyway. I really tried. It just didn't come out right, and I got frustrated, and I just like took a bunch of paint and went over it. But yeah, I really tried to paint those lines. It just didn't work out for me. I'm hearing that those straight lines are pretty much difficult if you don't have an airbrush. Like by hand, it's pretty much impossible, even with tape or whatever. But yeah, the jacket is from the Phantom X, and the head's from the Phantom X, and I just painted Shatterstar's boots. Whoops. I just painted Shatterstar's boots and his gloves gloss black, or I think that's a satin black. I was just messing around with this one. It's very dirty. This one sits in my fodder drawer. I don't even attempt. My fodder box actually now. But I don't even attempt to do it because I know Hasbro's going to make one. But the Shatterstar body looks good if anybody wants to attempt. The Shatterstar body looks good because it has the cloth arms, the cloth looking arms. So the Shatterstar body is a perfect body for that, I think. And it's already white, so you don't have to do anything. Just paint the lines and get rid of the black on the legs. And then this one, oh, I shook the camera again. And this one is my my Scorpion. I think it's Spider-Man Classic Scorpion. I think that's the one. Did I? Yeah, I did. I cracked the torso. I cracked the upper torso for this one and the lower torso. No, I drilled out the legs. I'm all over the place with this one. It was probably like 3 in the morning when I did this because I thought it would be cool, and I even tried to like drill out the lines and everything, and I was gonna paint it up and glue the stinger on his back, and I was just, I don't know, I guess I got overwhelmed because there was a lot going on. It looks good because I like, the problem with I think that Spider-Man Classic Scorpion is the Yeah, you can see I tried to paint it white first. Just doing stuff, just doing silly stuff. All white in there. But the problem with that scorpion is the torso is terrible. The torso on this original figure is terrible, so it made me want to put another torso on there, and unfortunately we don't have a green torso, or it would have made it way easier. But the lines were the most difficult part. I actually did it with a Dremel, freehand Dremel. And I mean, I could have made it work. I could have fudged it, but I was kind of over it after I put it together. I Dremeled this head out too, because I think he had a little spike instead of a ball peg. But I Dremeled that head out, and I swapped the arms in after I drilled the upper torso out. I don't know if you can see the indents. Yeah, you can. So when you drill the upper torso out, those are primarily the spots you want to drill out, because those are where the pegs are. There'll be a peg shooting that way and a peg shooting that way. You just take your Dremel or drill, hit those two spots, screwdriver like I showed you with the lower torso. Just pop a screwdriver in and twist it, and it'll pop open. The lower torso as well. Mostly, even on older figures, I already epoxied a little bit in there. But even on older figures like these legs are from older figure. You just you drill it out like in the video, and I'll link the video in this one too. You drill it out like that, just same way. You pop a screwdriver in there and it pops apart. It's a really easy process swapping body parts once you get the hang of it. It can be daunting at first because you might end up drilling too much or moving the screwdriver too much, or just using too much force, and you'll ruin something. But it all comes with the process. But yeah, this scorpion, I don't think I showed anybody this scorpion. Some people have seen it in passing, but I haven't sat down and talked about this one. It would have been good if I was better at straight lines and sculpting and whatnot. It's something I probably could revisit to work on, but like I said, I know Hasbro's going to announce one, and once they announce something, I don't even try. Like, I'm not even going to, even though I know plenty of people who do, they still stick with their stuff, but I'm just not the type. I like my stuff to be more stock looking, like it's from Hasbro. Like it's from Hasbro, and like Hasbro created it and all that good stuff. Because the Punk Storm was amazing. Like my Punk Storm, let me see, do a side by side really quick. My Punk Storm just didn't hold a candle to this one. The only thing I do like is the head, because the mohawk's bigger. But my Punk Storm just wasn't holding up to me. Once I saw the pictures of this one, that's what made me want to swap the boots. That's where her legs went. Her lower legs went to her, because I didn't like Storm's lower legs. But I have a video for her. I'll link it too. I will link her video at the end of this video in closing, so you guys can see how I did that, or so I could talk to you about how I did that, because I don't show it. Because unfortunately, I wasn't recording at the time of any of these customs. But I like the mohawk on this one. And this head sculpt is a cast from the X-Men, Toys R Us X-Men wave. Who was the builder figure in that? Jubilee. The Jubilee Wave Storm, the one that's like $50-$60 now. It was more, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get a re-release of her too. This figure was more, but I got this head cast from, I think it was in a trade on Facebook. It was a brown, let me see. It was a brown painted head. You could kind of see in there a little bit. My lighting is weird. My lighting's more focused on the background than anything. But it was a brown painted head, and I just, there's another trick I use for ball pegs that are too small, or too, yeah. Like this hole in her head is bigger than this ball, so it's really loose. So I just put I have some industrial double-sided tape I use. Just put some on there, and you slip that on. You could do it that way. I don't do that off camera. You could do it that way. You could do the hot glue trick. The hot glue trick works too, but that was something I was doing before the hot glue. But yeah, I jacked her legs for her, and this figure overall just looks so much better compared to mine. Like mine, I feel like the head's too small. I don't know. I didn't really like, because it looks like a bodysuit. It doesn't look like jeans. Like she has jeans on, and her top is sculpted, and mine's just painted. I don't know. Maybe if I would have kept this one around in one piece and just found extra legs for her, and I would have had a better side-by-side, and I probably would have liked mine more. But as I'm looking at them, I do kind of like mine more. But I do really like this Punk Storm regardless, because this one is okay, but I like that one more. I'm kind of all over the place with it. But yeah, that's my Punk Storm. Another failed custom. Scorpion, Phantom X, Gambit I still might complete because I already sanded everything, and that's the only reason. Another reason I didn't want to finish it either is because of the paint. Like, I'm gonna have to paint a lot, and I'm gonna have to paint a lot and cover red, and red's really a difficult color to cover, especially when you're going different color joints and whatnot. And then last but not least, probably one of my one of my worst customs, like my worst swap customs, and trust me, you can see the foot already off camera. My girlfriend laughed at this when she said I was making a furry Captain America, and I thought I was just the man for doing this, and it's terrible. But yeah, here's my werewolf cap. I tried to do something weird with him. I was painting instead of putting actual fur on him, so it looks like he's covered in poop. Looks like he just took a tumble in some poop or some mud or something. And he looks horrendous. Like, this is my worst custom ever. I still can pick this one up and do more because I do like it, but these legs, man. I don't know what I was thinking with these. I was going for like a werewolf look, but it looks more like a dog. So the legs are like the worst part of this one. And you should have seen my girlfriend's face when I showed her. It was hilarious. This is probably my worst failed custom. Failed, air quotes, failed custom, because I don't consider any of them failures. I can pick them up at any time, and I can pick them up at any time and just and make them better. And there's ways to get legs, better werewolf legs for this guy. Yeah, there's ways to get better werewolf legs for this guy, and I don't know. This one's just hilarious to me. That's probably why I don't mess with it. Every time I see it, I laugh because I was like, what was I thinking? And I used is it a Funko figure? A Johnny Goldman, I think his name was. I think that's a Funko figure because those figures are terrible. But these legs were all right. And I'm like, okay, those might work. And no, they don't at all. They're horrible. These are the worst legs ever. He looks like half a werewolf cap got bit by half of a pug, and now he has the pug legs with a werewolf top. I don't know. This figure's terrible. Don't judge my figures like this, or judge them. I don't really care. But I didn't even show. No one's seen this, so YouTube and everybody else will be the first people to see this. I didn't put this on Facebook or my Instagram. I probably should. It's pretty hilarious. But yeah, here's my quote unquote failed customs. I even have some more here. Some troopers I was gonna do some shadow troopers. That was the first order troopers, but these things paint rub so bad. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't even know where to start with these. Let me get him out the way so you can see Scorpion. But yeah, these things, they paint rub so bad in the shoulders. It's not even like there's no point in even continuing, because you see how much I sanded down. Now, if I sand this down anymore, I'll go through the plastic and you'll see the upper arm. I thought it would have been a dope idea to have some shadow troopers out of first order troopers, because the first order troopers, in my opinion, are terrible. Not the designs, but the figures. The figures are terrible to me. I don't really like them, and they all look short and stumpy, and I don't know. I like the way they look on screen, just not the toys themselves. But there's a mod out there you can do to make the arm come up, because usually when you get these, the arms, this sculpt comes down too far and the arm goes like right there. But there's a mod you could do where you cut it right there and you just get, did it do it? I don't even think it worked. You get a little bit more range on it, but that's a topic for another video. And I might not even do any more Star Wars videos because they don't really, like, you guys don't seem to like them too much. I don't know. Everything's a work in progress around here. This channel it's going to be whatever we make it. So I'm just happy to be at 200 subscribers so fast. I just started YouTube and doing all this stuff like 4 months ago. So even to grow that fast to me is pretty awesome. Seeing the little bit of work, not the little bit, because I do put a lot of work into this. I try to put a lot of work into what I'm doing so you guys can have content to see. And I probably shook the camera. Yep. So you guys can have content to see, content to come back to see. That's why I've been daily uploading. I'm still thinking about the schedule. The schedule might change next year. I'm thinking about doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for uploads. I think that'd be better for me. That way I have more time to do tutorials and more time to record and do time lapses and stuff. Because right now, the way I record in chunks. So I do a 55-minute chunk or a 45-minute chunk, and I just cut my videos up from there. It actually helps me daily upload. That way I can have a 8 to 9 minute or 7 to 9 minute video for you guys every day, just for you guys to see. But yeah, after the new year, that might change. But to the end of December, expect daily uploads. Yeah, but back to the Trooper. I'm not going to say it's a work in progress. This is totally off the table. Never to be completed. I don't even want to finish it because the paint rub is ridiculous. And I already know on the legs too. I don't have the legs on this one. But the legs too, you see, like if you see how it goes up, that's as high as it goes. And then this part of the leg shoots under these pouches. So even just doing that, that's all going to rub right there. So even if I sand it, it's still going to go in there and rub. So there was no point for me to even continue these. And the first order Troopers anyway are just not my favorite. I'd rather have Snow Troopers or Sand Troopers or something like that. I don't even like the Sand Troopers, to be honest. I like the Snow Troopers way more. I'm going to use him to hold his body up. But yeah, these are my quote-unquote failed customs. Probably never to get finished. Gambit's probably the only one. I'll probably finish. Only because I like the way it was going. But like I said, if the new one comes out and it's using the same parts, I'll just swap the legs. And I don't think I like the jacket on the new Gambit either. I don't know about that one. And then I did find these locally. I found these at my Target, just a little treat for you guys. I did find this guy locally. And speaking of failed attempts, this torso is horrible. Like, it's terrible. It sticks out in the back. And it doesn't swivel. It has no swivel whatsoever. It's horrendous. Like, I don't even know what Hasbro was... Never mind. I know what Hasbro was thinking. They were thinking no matter what we do, someone's going to buy these toys. Because that's what they did with Spider-Ham. And people bought Spider-Ham. And people still look for Spider-Ham. So that's exactly what they were thinking. They were thinking, like, it doesn't matter what we do because they're going to buy it anyway. This is horrible, though. I do not stand behind this type of stuff. Not when we get figures with articulation. Not when we get the stuff we get now. This is not okay. Like, this is not cool. Like, at all. I only got this figure because one of my friends wanted it. And I sent him pictures, and he was like, yeah, let me get that. He's like, grab it for me. Because I got Red Goblin. Let me see if I can find him. Yeah, I only got this one because my friend wanted it. And I got Red Goblin. And I like this figure so much. This figure is so dope. Like, he gets a lot of hate on Facebook and a lot of hate when people see it. People are like, oh, I just want this one. I just want that one. And I was like, I told myself out the gate, like, I only want Red Goblin. Let me move some stuff so I can get further back so you can see what I'm talking about. I told myself I only really want Red Goblin because this figure is amazing. Like, this figure is so dope. It's green. Look, check out the process. It's Norman Osborn as Green Goblin who gets the Carnage symbiote. Come on now. Like, Green Goblin by itself was already maniacal and crazy. And then you put the Carnage symbiote on top of that. Prime example of how crazy he is. He takes Harry Osborn's son, infects him with the Carnage symbiote, and sets him loose. Like, tell me that's not nuts. Like, the dude's nuts. This figure is amazing. And for that story is a fairly new story, you already got a figure. The only drawback is the tail, because it's not, like, even the tail being this thick, it should have been bendable, like Reed Richards' arms, but it's not. And Hasbro's losing me with that, because I don't know why they're not making stuff bendable, like Omega Red's arm should have been bendable, but Hasbro just didn't want to do it. Not his arms, his tentacles, my bad. Omega Red's tentacles should have been bendy wire, but Hasbro didn't want to do it, so it didn't happen. But this figure is amazing. This character's amazing. He has a Superior Venom feat. This figure's dope, and a lot of people hate this figure, and I'm like, you guys are crazy. And I know what's going to happen. He's going to be a hard figure to find, like Superior Venom. He's going to be hard to find because nobody wanted Superior Venom when he was out. People were saying, why did they give him a figure? That he was only in one comic, and he didn't even last that long, and it was like a what if type of situation. And people were just all over the place, and they hated it. Now Superior Venom's worth about $80 or $90 in package. So I know it's going to be just like Superior Venom was. He also comes with the Kingpin leg. Let me try to find it. Comes with the king. Did it get dirty already? Comes with the kingpin leg. I'm pretty sure this kingpin's gonna be a stubby little dude, because as you can see, his that's gonna be what, his thigh. I do like his alligator boots though. That's pretty dope. But his thigh, or upper thigh, I think I want to say, only comes up to his thigh. So kingpin's probably gonna be about somewhere about above his head or not. But I'm looking forward to getting the rest of the kingpin pieces. I didn't find any more figures at Target. I was upset because I feel like if I got there an hour earlier, I would have seen more, because I want the black suit Spider-Man that goes with this Goblin. And I want Silver Sable, and I really, really want Puma. I don't know why that figure looks amazing to me. But yeah, 200 subscriber thank you video. Thank you for all the support, for all the likes, all the comments. I read all the comments. I answer all the comments. I look forward to having 300 subscribers either before the new year or after. I'm getting subs every day. I appreciate it all. Looking forward to seeing what this channel can be a year from now. And thank you. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about my failed customs. Please, I really want to hear the feedback on these. They're not bad, but they could be better. And I think they're hilarious. I honestly think this cap is really hilarious. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.